Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML forms. And right now, we'll be discussing about the HTML label element that we can use inside our form. Notice the use of the label element in the example that we did in our previous tutorial. But I'm going to show you the. Let me go back to our code. This is the code we have in our previous tutorial. As you can see, this is our document right here, but let me reverse the code we are having. This is the code we are having right here, and as you can see right here we are having label element at the top here, and I told you guys I'm going to explain about it. And this is an input element. So let's save our document and reload. Let's see how it looks. Can you see we are having this first name right here at the top and the last name at the top of this second input element here, and they both came from where? They both came from the label. So I'm going to explain this how they work together for you guys now. So please, let's follow along. The label tag defines a label for many form elements. The label element is useful for screen reader users, because the screen reader will read out loud the label when the user focuses on the input element. The label element also helps users who have difficulty clicking on very small regions, such as radio buttons or checkboxes, because when the user clicks the text within the label element, it toggles the radio button slash checkbox. The four attributes of the label tag should be equal to the ID attribute of the input element to bind them together. So I'm going to explain all this together now. So let's get back to our code. The thing we are trying to understand right here is the input element along with what? With what? We want to explain, we want to understand the label element itself. So let me explain the label element for you so you can understand. Let's say for instance we write our label element right here. Our label element is having nothing now. And as you can see, we are having our form. Let's reload our documents. Can you see everything is empty right now? So now let's do something. Let's give this four element something. First, let's write something inside here before we give the form. Let's say first name. Let's just write first name and save our document. Let's reload. Can you see we're having first name right here? So let me save it like this. And right now, this first name you are seeing right here, after that we want to do what? We want to create an input. But before we create an input, I want you to notice one thing. When we click, let's reload. When we click on this, can you see there's nothing happening like we want? We want an input, but we haven't found an input yet. Let's now write an input. Let's place an input here. Now we specify input type of what? Type of text. Let's reload our document. When I click here, as you can see, it's nothing is happening. We are still having our text. We are still having our what? Our input. So now let me do, I want to do something. I want to connect this label right here. I want to connect it with my what? With my input. That's what we want to do now. So now let's give this our input ID. Let's give it text ID. You understand? Let me save it so you can see what is going on right here. As you can see, click on this label right here. As you can see, nothing is happening right here, but I will show you what I want to show you here. We are going to see how it works together now. Let's now write something here, which is text. Let's reload our document. Click here. Can you see what is going on now? So whenever you click on this place now, which is on our label, it will automatically place our cursor inside here, so that anybody want to write it, they will be able to write automatically without clicking it by themselves. Like now, let's say I click this place now. Inside this input, I'm able to write something, right? But I don't want to click inside this place before I be able to write anything. And now if I click on this first name right there, it will automatically show me a place to write something. Can you see? It's automatically open this place for me that I should be writing something. That is the benefit of using what? Using the, can you see it even automatically highlighted what? It automatically highlights my text. So that's what I'm trying to show you right here now. So you should be careful when you are using it also, because there are some things you have to know about it in the future. So I'm still going to display some stuff, we can do about it. So one thing I want you to notice is that right here, the name right here are the the four attributes right here is having a value. The value right here must be the same thing as the same. Let's say we give the te. Let's say we give it t, just only t. If the name is not the name inside the input id right here, it's not going to work like that. It's not going to do something like that. Can you see when we click it? Can you see when we click it? It's not working with us. But when we click our input, we can do anything. But if we click it like this, it's not going to automatically place our cursor right here. But when we give this our text also t id, the both going to work together. So let me reload my document. When I reload my document now, can you see? Firstly, sorry, when I reload it, when I click it, can you see it's working? It automatically places our what? Our cursor right here. So that's what I want to show you guys. So when you are using it, you have to be careful when you are using it. And also, I noticed one thing right here. They said the label element also help users who have difficulty clicking on very small regions such as radio buttons or checkbox. I want you to understand this very well. The thing I want to show you right here is that let's say for instance we are having sorry for a minute, just quickly check on something. So this checkbox, now we change our input to what? To checkbox input. Let's reload our document. We are now having checkbox, right? Let's say for instance we click this, it's going to automatically do something. Can you see? It automatically places our cursor on it. You understand? When we click this, it automatically click our our checkbox. So that's why, and they say it's work what is it help screen readers. So if somebody is those with disability status, so if they are, if you have all this kind of labels, a label of a thing in your document, and you connect it with your input element right here, the screen reader is going to read out what you are trying to, what the element is all about. It's going to read it. It's going to read this first name for them, so that they will be able to know that this page is asking for, is requesting for first name, for their first name. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Let's take it back to our text box so you can understand what I'm talking about. Back to our text box. Let's reload our document. And you see, when I click it, and you see it automatically place the cursor inside the text, so we can be able to write anything. Let's click it again. Can you see it automatically places it there? So that's what I want to show you guys. So back to our document again. So make sure that the attribute value, which is the four attribute, if you are to use the label element right here, you have to use this for. If you don't have this for, let me remove it now. Let's say for instance I remove this for element, this for value. You have to use the for attribute. If you don't use the for attribute, it will never work in that same manner also. Can you see? We are only seeing the text. So the for, I think the for is only for the automatically placing the cursor to in the input. That's what it's meant for. So you have to, if you want to use it, know what you want to do. When you use it at your own risk. It's very nice when you use it, so it's very good for the screen reader. Because of the screen reader, even because of the screen reader, try to know how to use it every time. So practice make perfect. And what akorede ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time, and to the next tutorial. Have a great day. Bye bye.